This is a movie.
Keep repeating. It's only a movie. Only a movie. Only a movie.
I love movies. Gosh, I love movies.
Listen to the Matt and Mark Movie Show.
If you're keeping track at home, since 2025 started, we have successfully done shows about baldness. I didn't intend for the year to start this way.
What a way to cap it off.
Yeah, dude. February goes bald by celebrating one of our baldest and best actors.
What if we
Billy
both
Zane.
get bald by the end of the month? How crazy would that be?
First off, I'm already bald. I'm losing my hair at a rapid rate that I'm very uncomfortable with. Mark still has a fucking full head of hair. Dude, what if I honestly, this week, I'm going to tell you,
going too.
to help celebrate Billy Zane-y-Uary, I was going to wear a bald cap. Okay, like a real bald cap. And then I looked in the mirror this morning at my bald spot and realized I don't fucking need one. I was like, hey, guess what? I don't need it. I'm already there.
By the way, speaking of hair, you know what's crazy? Your background, I don't know how you found such a high-res image from the Phantom, but you could see Billy Zane's knuckle hairs in great detail.
Yeah, dude.
Where did you get this?
Go to YouTube. Listeners, go to our YouTube to see the Billy Zane. Maybe that's where all the hair went, to his knuckles.
His hair went to his knuckles.
Went to his knuckles. You could see the knuckles, the hair knuckle, the hair on Billy. I can't even talk. Hey, I thought to celebrate Billy Zane-y-Uary, so just so you people at home know, we're celebrating Billy Zane-y-Uary. We're going to be doing only Billy Zane movies this month. It's not a joke. Every week, you're going to come here in Billy Zane-y-Uary.
You'll find out soon enough.
Yeah, exactly.
That it's not a joke.
And there will only be Billy Zane movies. And everybody's celebrating, Mark, including Asbot. Asbot has updated some of his software with one new Billy Zane bite.
It's always
Just one. He said he might add another next week, but this is what he's got this week. Here we go. It's a good one.
Listen to your friend Billy Zane. He's a cool dude.
There we go. Listen to your friend Billy Zane. He's a cool dude. Thank you, Asbot. Yes, so I'll tell you this week we're going to be reviewing... It's so long, I know.
The volume was so long.
Do you like that it was like a low-ass bite, and it was super long?
It's super low energy.
So this is how it's going to go. This week we're reviewing The Phantom from 1996. I'm not going to tell you the other Billy Zane movie. Mark knows the other Billy Zane movies, obviously. That would be fucked up if you didn't know
I
the
got
movie.
insider info.
Yeah.
What? We're doing just Billy Zane movies this month?
Mark, that'd be funny if Mark was like supposed to be on an email and just didn't check any of the emails. Just showed up. I'm just supposed to be here.
Some random
You watched
movie.
nothing. Yep. No, so we're going to be reviewing The Phantom from 1996, directed by Simon Windsor. But before we talk about The Phantom, we have some other zany things to do, Mark. So one thing I want to do each episode in Billy Zane-y-Uary is I want to reveal to you a Billy Zane fact. One Billy Zane piece of trivia that we don't know about the man. Because what do we really know about him besides he's bald and he's a great actor and he's been in some of our favorite movies? I thought, why not get personal? Let's learn something. Each of us, let's get educated. Mark, I'm going to now reveal to you. Each week I will reveal a new Billy Zane fact. And the source of these facts, up to you whether if you think they're true or not. They're coming from IMDb. But I thought this was an interesting one, Mark. Actually, I'm going to read two. Because one of them I think is fucking bullshit. And one of them I think is real. Here's the one I think is fucking bullshit. You ready?
Yeah.
Billy Zane is an avid swimmer and began shaving his head for hydrodynamics. I do not believe that.
That one's half truth, half lie.
That's gotta be fake, right?
You know, it'd be funny if just insists that he's not bald, and he's like, "No, I just do a lot of swimming.
Right. That's all. It's just for the aerodynamics, man.
I
Hydrodynamics.
can
I'm
grow
sorry,
this back
hydrodynamics.
whenever I want." It's like the
Yeah.
Seinfeld thing.
He's like the
you're talking about,
Seinfeld
where-
guy. All right, so here's the one I actually think is real because it's so random. I have to think it's real, and it's the first fucking trivia item on IMDb for him. They usually will put the truer, more verifiable ones at the top. They'll put the bullshitty ones at
like-
the bottom.
Like,
Number
he's
one.
an actor. Number one.
They're like, number one, he's bald as shit. Number one, Billy Zane was originally cast as the lead in Dirty Dancing. During auditions, the choreographer of that movie realized Billy Zane could not dance.
Damn.
So the
Wow,
role
that's a
went to
terrible
Patrick
piece of
Swayze.
trivia to have on your
There you go.
page.
Yeah, dude, the first bit of trivia about him is kind of insulting. It's like, this fucking guy has no rhythm and can't dance, so he thought
The
he had...
second
and
one is he
he
used
thought
to
he had a
have
job.
hair.
He thought he had a job. He thought he had a job in this huge movie, and Patrick Swayze replaced him. So there you go. That's what we learned this week,
Poor
people.
bastard.
He shaved his head for hydrodynamics, and he was originally going to be the lead in Dirty Dancing. And
You know
then-
what's weird about that
can't dance.
that last piece of trivia? It's sort of like usually when you sign up for a movie, don't they like also have the ability to hire people to train you? His dancing is
Yeah.
so bad that he was untrainable.
"We
Is that
can't
what
do
we're
this."
expected to assume?
I think that's what they're saying. Like, they couldn't even fake it with a... Because I'm thinking movies in the 80s, they could have just had a
Can you
double.
imagine a double? And it's
Yeah.
there's it's just
There's,
a
like,
really
one guy who's
narrow dancer
amazing.
body.
Remember that Dirty Dancing bit where he lifts her in the air? Like, the big thing from Dirty Dancing that, like, everybody spoofs? You could just cut another guy into that scene. Easily.
It's randomly Arnold.
Imagine the alternate timeline where Billy Zane has Patrick Swayze's career, goes on to do like Point
No,
Break.
you don't want his career because he's dead now.
Because he's dead, that's true. But he's had so many good roles. But you know what? Now I'm realizing all of Patrick Swayze's roles were kind of based on hair. Something Billy does not
Yeah.
have.
So his career would have been
Dude,
cut short
that's it.
regardless.
Dude, what if that's such a bullshit reason? What if they were like, listen, we both know the guy can kind of dance, but he's bald. That's really the reason we have to
It's
fire
like,
him. Can we
if
just
you
lie
pay
and
attention-
blame his dancing? They didn't want to
They
call
start
him out.
coming up with like comparing screen grabs. They're like, if you look at this screen grab, his hairline's here.
Yeah.
But in this movie, 2 years from now, it moves one
gonna be
millimeter.
here.
Using this information, we could calculate that by the time he gets to a degree where he's making his maximum amount of money, he will have no hair.
Right. This is not suitable for Dirty Dancing's box office.
Yeah. Can you imagine if it was that well planned out? Like, hey, we can't use this guy. We've calculated his baldness metrics, and he just doesn't
In
fit.
3 years, 80% of his hair will be gone.
That's an 80% decrease in box office receipts. It's so mean.
That's totally true, though, man. God. You're right. You wouldn't, even if you were a terrible fucking dancer, they would either train you or they would get a double. Somebody lied to him. We're going to get
Yeah.
to the bottom of that, dude.
We'll find out. We
All
got
right,
your back,
so-
Billy Zane.
Before we get to our review of the Phantom, if you want to hear us talk about the Phantom, scrub ahead. I'll put the time code in the show notes. But let me do some housekeeping. Once again, I'll play this really low ass bite.
Listen to your friend Billy Zane.
What's that?
He's a cool dude.
Speak up, assbot. Hey, catch us on the socials: Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads, at the Matt and Mark Movie Show. We have a YouTube. Do like and subscribe there. If you go to the YouTube this week, you'll see the hair on Billy Zane's knuckles. Voicemail 707-948-6707. Billy Zane, if you're out there, call us.
Call us.
Dude, could you imagine if Billy Zane called in? That would be, I'd be like, Mark,
appreciate you pieces of shit.
I'd be like, Mark, fuck whatever
Where's
we
the
were going to
Titanic?
review this week. We're not reviewing anything. We're just going to listen to dissect every second of this voicemail. Is the whole episode.
What do you think he'd leave on the message after this episode? Do you think
do
it'll
like-
be a negative one?
Well,
Or
he hasn't heard our review of the Phantom, which might change his. If he just listens to this intro, questionable.
Yeah, it'll be a very bad
Yeah.
voicemail.
If he hears the review of the Phantom, I think we might sway him. But before we do any of that, like I said, do check the show notes for Phantom time codes. Mark, this week, we didn't do it last week, but we're back with Show Me Your Discman, and this is a special special version of this segment. Special edition of this segment. Special version. Jesus, people, I'm sorry. Special
I mean,
edition.
that does tie in with physical media.
It does. Special version. That's right. That's right. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. That worked.
This is what we're going to do. People, we've been promising you fanfare for Show Me Your Discman. It's been weeks. No fanfare. Every week I have to say, hey, I'm sorry, we don't have a theme. And Mark laughs about it because we're unprepared.
And
we
then
don't have a
there's
theme
awkward
song.
silence.
Yep. Mark, we have a theme song. We now have a Show Me Your Discman theme song. I have been sitting on this, and I've been so excited to share it with the audience, but mostly you. Mark, we should say, Mark, have you, for the people at home, have you heard this at all? You have not heard it.
I have not. I have not heard anything about this. This will be my first time seeing it.
We're gonna see your live reaction to this.
Dude, what if due to latency the screen freezes and it's just me like this? And then because it completely plays and you don't realize, you're like, so what'd you think? And I'm just like,
I'm going to assume that you're the movie executive and I'm Billy Zane on the set of Dirty Dancing. And I'm like, well, they've made their decision already. I guess I've had the time of my life and I'm leaving now. Here we go. The theme song for Show Me Your Discman. Written, recorded, composed by a new guy. Usually we have a DJ come and do this stuff. We got instrumentation this time. This guy, his name is Matthew. I don't know if he wants his full name revealed, so I'll just say his name is Matthew W. Cool musician guy. We'll give him a shout out. Matthew, tell us if you want full cred, how to credit you. I probably should have asked that before this episode.
if the remainder of our shows just credit him as Matthew W., I'm just going to assume that he doesn't want anything to
He doesn't want anything to do with us. But Matthew, just like Billy Zane, you may be swayed by our Phantom review. You may want full credit after you hear our Phantom review. Here we go. Show me your Discman.
That was
Show me
great.
your Discman. What do you think of that shit, Mark?
That was amazing. And also, in a good way, our shortest piece of music ever.
I told him, my only direction to him, please make it 10 seconds to 12 seconds.
Dude, it's crazy. I thought I'd be staring at you for a lot longer.
No, dude. He killed it. Matthew W.
That was fucking awesome. You should get full credit for that because it was great.
It was fucking amazing, dude. It was fucking amazing. Stay tuned next week to see if we still credit him as Matthew W. Mark,
He's like, please remove the song and my name from the episode.
I never gave
I'm
you
gonna
permission.
rewatch this episode and there's gonna be no
This
piece.
part is conspicuously missing. It just says scene missing. Mark, I'll kick us off. I'll kick us off.
Go for
with
it, dude.
something I think you're not expecting, because we don't cover this on this show. I bought a new VHS for the first time since the last time they did this.
I sincerely hope you also bought a VHS player.
No, I don't have a VHS player. These are strictly display items. It's the biggest waste of money. But I bought this because I bought the previous one they did. And I think if you know, you probably already know. Some of you in the audience already know. This is the Terrifier 3
Oh, you got it.
VHS tape from Cineverse. It's a double tape, if you can remember. Kind of like Billy Zane's Titanic, Mark. Two
Wow.
tapes.
Wait, is
Here it
Terrifier
is.
3 that long?
No. It's just about 2 hours, I think. But they put it on 2 tapes, and it's in 4:3, so it's been formatted for a full screen presentation. The complete movie is
That's
played
crazy,
across both
actually.
tapes, and apparently it comes with a Christmas scratch and sniff sticker, a Terrifier 3 eulogy log featurette, because it's Christmas themed, so they gotta have like a Yule log, and the movie. So I actually have Terrifier 2 VHS. And I was like, I loved this one so much. And I was like, you know what? They're making another tape. I'm fucking buying it. So here it is.
Did they do that for the first one as well, so you can complete the trilogy?
No, they only have done tapes for 2 and 3. Because I think 1, people just kind of pretend that one didn't happen. That one has it has like the Blu-ray and the 4K and the DVD and all that stuff. And I think Umbrella has a new set of all the Art the Clown movies, and if you get it, it also comes with the short where he's played by like a totally different actor. He's not even played by David Howard Thornton.
Oh, wow.
So you can have all the complete art. I believe it's called the Art Attack set, and it's from Umbrella. But what they don't give you is this fucking tape. I got
That
this
cover
tape.
looks dope.
It's great. I got this tape at Walmart. I found it at Walmart. I braved the wilds of Walmart to get that tape, and I was happy to find one and add it to my shelf.
I wonder if it actually makes it look better in a way because it has that kind of like throwback lighting, and to get it onto a more like not as high res, I feel as though it would look even better.
I think the degradation, like the degrade, makes it actually look better.
Yeah.
I've seen, like I said, I don't own a VHS player, but I've seen people like watch clips on YouTube from the VHS of Terrifier 2 with the 4:3 framing and the fucking, you know, fatigue video and shit, and it looks really good. I thought it looked kind of awesome.
Actually.
Yeah, so
It probably has a really cool texture.
yeah. I haven't bought
It's a shame
been a
you'll
couple
never know
weeks.
what the scratch and
I'll
sniff
never
will
know.
smell like.
Yeah, because I don't know if I'll ever open this. This is truly a display piece. Like, I still have the Terrifier 2 tapes unopened. So these are just display
Damn.
pieces right now. If I ever got a VHS,
it does look cool.
would I open it? Maybe. I don't know.
I feel as
Mark,
though you might as well just keep it for
I think I'm going to keep it in mint, in plastic. Mark,
It'll be worth like $3 in 20 years.
show me your disc, man. What do you got, man? Show me your disc.
I actually had to buy
Man.
2 things, but they're just as big as your VHS tape. I got this like fucking
Holy
massive
shit.
tome that is the Hitcher. There's 2 because one is damaged, but now I can show you both sides at the same time.
Hey, there we go. God,
Check
that is a
that
gorgeous
shit out.
set. Jesus.
Like everything about this thing is dope.
So you haven't watched it yet?
But check this out. No, I haven't. It comes
Holy
with like a book.
shit. That's like a
and another
full-ass book. They wrote like a full novel, like a Hitcher novel or something. What is it? Is it
Let's
just
see,
like
what is it?
Is it like just a full compendium of
Here it is.
just-
It's a 200-page hardback book with exclusive Robert Harmon interview. So it's basically essays and interviews in that gigantic book. Then there's
Wow.
collector's cards and a behind-the-scenes photo gallery. And a rare slipcover.
Damn, dude. It looks great. Because, you know, we were talking about this in our text thread with Tommy. If you're just somebody who streams movies and you want to watch The Hitcher, no version of The Hitcher on streaming looks good. They all look terrible.
Oh, yeah. By the way, the only reason why I found out about this is because I was searching for a 4K copy, and this was the only one that popped up. And I tried watching it on Max like you did.
Yep.
And the copy was so bad, I just turned
God.
it. Even though it's one of my favorite movies, I turned it off because
It's
it just
terrible.
looked like shit.
It's so
And I
bad.
believe this is the first time. Is this the first one that's in 4K?
I think
But
so.
apparently,
Yeah.
the image quality is so good, you get to see new things that previously
You'll
you
get to
would've
see
missed.
Rutger Hauer's knuckle hair.
Dude, some people in the comments were saying there's some lines of dialogue that they missed because the audio track is so much better in this one.
Oh, wow. They were like,
Yeah.
there's a whole other storyline happening that they
Yeah.
only mention in scenes. You got to put it
I'll-
together for yourself.
I'll check back with everyone to see if that's actually true or not. I only read about this, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how it looks because I don't know. Like I said, I've only seen a DVD copy and a shit streamer of this. So.
Damn. So there you go. Let's play it out one more time because, like, it's so short. Let's play it out one more time. Here we go. Once again, show me your disc, man. You're right. It's the brevity of the song is so good.
It's just awesome. So thanks, Matthew W. That was fucking
Thanks,
dope.
Matthew W. Thank you, Matthew W. So there we go. It is time, Mark, to fully, truly commence Billy Zane-uary with our review of 1996's The Phantom. Mark, I thought this was interesting. I wanted to talk about this before we talk about Billy Zane, because obviously that's what this whole thing is about. I wanted to quickly mention Simon Windsor because we're very much about directors on the show. We like talking about filmmakers, what they've done. Let me just read you a couple movies Simon Windsor directed. Here we go. Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man.
Oh,
A movie we actually
did that
we covered on the very beginning
like
of the
super
show.
early.
Yep, in the show's infancy, we covered that. Mark,
Wow, who would have thought?
here we go. Same guy, Simon Windsor, also directed Free Willy, the fucking movie with the whale. Come on,
Another movie both of us have probably seen for sure.
huge, huge. Here's a movie that none of us have seen, but we know about it. It's one of those weird '90s oddities. In fact, I bet you have probably watched it, and I haven't. Quigley Down Under. You know what I'm talking about?
That, not even joking, I wrecked it on this show. It's an amazing Western. It's so fucking good. I'm not even joking.
It's Tom Selleck, like, in the outback. It looks really
By
fun.
the way,
It's just one of those
don't
90s movies I
let that
remember
name
watching
fool you.
the TV spots and the commercials, but it's just one of those movies I've never seen, ever.
Don't let the lead or the title fool you. It's actually a fucking awesome Western.
So there you
Seriously,
go.
I'm
Simon
double-wrecking
Windsor,
it.
dude. He's directed some very cool shit. And to me, I think even with the pedigree of those films I named, I think honestly hard pressed if you looked at his filmography, I think I think far and away, clear as day, you could say The Phantom is his best movie. I think it's his best movie that he's made. I think it's a fantastic fucking piece of work. I'm not even kidding. I genuinely love this movie. There isn't a bad note in it. I have no notes. I have no gripes. I have no nitpicks. It's just
What
a
are
fucking
your
great
recs,
movie.
by the way?
Okay, so yeah. So this week. But I wanted to talk to you about this.
You end it there.
It's Billy Zane-uary. I want to talk first and foremost about Billy Zane. We have to talk about Billy Zane first, Mark. That's why
Can
we're
I
here.
say something really quick then before
Say
I
it.
forget?
Say
So
it.
the
Who is
first
Billy
note
Zane?
of trivia. Here's the first note of trivia for the Phantom for everyone. Billy Zane pumped iron for over a year to fill the Phantom's costume. But they didn't give him a year to learn how to fucking dance? Isn't that crazy? They gave him
That's
a
what
year
I'm saying,
to build
dude.
up
They were
muscles.
looking for a reason. Those dirty dancing motherfuckers, those dirty bitches, were looking for a reason to ice Billy out of the movie. And they made up that shit about him not being able to dance. Those fucks. They're the dirty dancers. They
That just
did you
proves
dirty.
that this is there is a conspiracy against bald Billy Zane.
That's right. They saw the writing on the wall and they were like, how do we fire the bald guy? We can't say it's because he's bald. It's like if a company wanted to fire a lady because she was pregnant, they would be in so much trouble, but they have to find another reason to fire her. That's what happened here. I'm saying it's actionable and he should have sued.
The hairdresser was combing his hair and noticed and just went
Yep.
to the producers. It's like this is more than the normal amount of hairs that come out of the comb.
Wait a minute. Like he was concerned for his own job. He's like, oh God, soon at the rate this man is losing his hair, I won't have a job. And I need to report
We need to
this.
get
I
an
need to talk to
actor.
somebody. We need to get an actor with a luscious head of hair. We've got to get Patrick Swayze.
Maybe 5 hairs tops in the comb, and we're
Yep.
good. It's called job security.
So that's actually a good question. And somebody, I know people in our audience, a couple of our listeners do work on movies. They're in crews, they do stuff. So if you know, please answer. If you're like a bald guy, like a bald actor in a movie, do you have hair people? Do you need them? Probably not, right? I wouldn't think so.
By the way, are you also kind of proud of Billy Zane because he's embraced his baldness? He didn't do any at least I don't know. I don't think he did any crazy hair treatments or
No,
weird
dude, I don't
transplants,
think
right?
so either. And even if you
Though
look at
it
him,
could have made his career better, he still chose to be himself. You, Billy Zane.
Well, he has been wigged. So I guess if you could count that, because he's obviously wigged here. He's wigged. We should say it's not bald Billy
you
Zane
think he's wigged in this?
in the Phantom. That's got to be, dude. Because he's got the same fucking
Is
hair.
that why he's so reticent to take the thing off? Because
Yeah.
like, oh shit, oh.
Dude, it's the same fucking hair that he has in Titanic. It's the exact same. If we
When did
compare
he
it
go-
side by side, they're just a year apart. These two movies,
This should just turn into a Billy Zane hair conspiracy theory episode.
dude. It is.
Wait, do you have a photo of him from? Should we do a side by side?
Let's fucking look it up. Here we go. Billy Zane, Titanic. All right, so let's pull him up. I think you're gonna notice something, Mark. All right, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and share my screen.
This is great.
Here is Billy Zane in Titanic. Okay. And now let's go ahead and find him as the Phantom. Billy Zane Phantom. Here we go, Mark. You ready? Wait, let's find him out of the costume. There we go.
It's more like scruffier, right?
It is a little scruffier.
I feel as though that could be his actual hair.
Is that the real
Maybe
hair?
that looks. What's the year difference between Titanic was what? 90...
1 year, 97.
1
and
year.
Phantom is 96.
All right,
Wait,
so now we have to figure out what was the
When
first movie where he
did
appears
Billy
bald.
Zane go bald?
Oh my god.
Oh, in the early 90s. That's
Early.
right. Because another movie that we're going to be talking about on the show, don't reveal it. He's
I won't,
very
no, I
bald.
won't.
He's
Long
very
story.
bald in that movie. And it's
Oh, wow.
and it looks
Dude.
very natural. It's a wig. That's 100%
Those are
a
great
wig.
wigs. All right, you know what? I'm going to tell you right now, if I ever go bald, which will probably be soon because my dad's bald, I'll totally get that. That wig's fucking dope. No?
I think it's a very convincing wig because it convinced both of us for a time.
Yeah. Dude, these early 90s, it said, right?
Early
Was
90s.
it early 90s?
Early 90s.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
Wig technology is getting really good. Everyone talks about AI and all this shit. What
That's right.
about fucking wig
The
technology?
advancement of 30 years of wig technology.
Dude, it's getting exponentially better just as AI
But-
is increasing in power.
But
So
respect
are
to
wigs.
Billy Zane, because even though he has 30 years of wig technology, these days he just rocks it au naturel. Like,
Yeah,
he's
that's
bald,
pretty
he's like,
awesome.
whatever, I don't give a shit. This is me. Respect it. And I gotta respect
That's
that.
pretty amazing. By the way, if you had a wig, would you tip it to people in the street? Or
I
take
don't
it
know if I
off
would.
in anger?
No, I would not take
Like
it off in
glasses.
anger. I wouldn't, dude, I would be afraid. I wouldn't go out on any windy day. I wouldn't go on any fucking boats, I'll tell you that. I wouldn't stick my head out of a car or go down a water slide. But I would have a cool wig, though. Like a really long, crazy wig. You know what I mean?
You should do it, man.
Like a wig with like a hat prop. You know the like if they need to show like a fucking like
You
a
wanna be Mark
paleontologist
Wahlberg
or some
in
shit
Flight
from the
Risk.
90s. There's like a guy with like a cowboy hat and like long hair. I would just take that setup.
It's like the mullet hats, right?
Yes, it's
Is that
like
what
the
he's talking
mullet
about?
hat. I think it's the mullet hat. Mark, let's talk about Billy Zane and the Phantom. That's what the people are here to hear.
Ah, shit.
Now we get listen, but
Now we
let's
gotta get
keep
serious.
let's keep our bald conspiracy hats on to cover the baldness. Let me see right through this shit. Mark, it's kind of crazy because if you think about it, most of Billy Zane's, I would say, biggest roles are villains. He's a bad guy. He started his career as one of the bad guys in Back to the Future. He's in Biff's gang. He plays Match.
Yeah, that's right.
And he's in both.
That's
he's
his
in
first role, right?
I want to say it's one of his first roles, but he's
I
in.
think when I looked up his filmography, it
That was, like, the
started
very
with
first
Back
one?
to the Future.
Okay,
and it's
that's
like,
pretty
damn,
fucking rad.
Fucking impressive.
First and second parts of Back to the Future, because he's in the second one too. Okay. Then he plays another villain that I'm not going to mention from another movie that we might be covering. Plays probably the thing he's most well known for, Titanic, where he's a villain, right? So he's basically known for playing villains. This is like the one movie where he gets to be a hero. And I got to tell you, I think he
I
does
think
a
he's
fucking
goddamn
phenomenal
good at it,
job.
right?
Yeah, man. What do you think? What do you think of Billy Zane
I
as
think
the
he's-
Phantom?
I agree with you. I think I've only seen his villain movies, and by the way, he's a great villain. Just shows how he's a fucking awesome actor. I like Billy Zane, and he's great in the Phantom. Like you get the feeling that he's empathetic. He's a nice guy,
Yes.
and he actually lives up to the tenets of the Phantom.
That's right. The hair may
But
be
I-
gone, but the heart isn't. You know what I mean?
Well, it's
All the
kind
heart
of
is there.
it kind of shows like he's very versatile. It's kind of strange that he never picked up any. Well, maybe it was the hair thing. They're like, we don't have a budget for these goddamn wigs. Maybe.
They couldn't afford. Basically, we are painting Hollywood.
Hair
as a bunch of
technology was
cheap
very expensive in the
fucks.
90s.
Yeah, that they can't pay for hair technology, but they can pay for all this other shit. I actually legitimately think He's fantastic in the movie because he plays it.
Fantastic.
Oh, with a PH. You fantastic with a PH. He's like a solid leading man, dude. Like, I watched The Phantom, and even rewatching it for this episode, I was like, it's crazy to me that he didn't get more lead roles off of this. Because I would have expected, especially in the day, dude, like a rom-com, or at least like another kind of, action movie lead or a co-lead. I know he's in the Sniper movies with Tom Berenger, but like people don't really remember those. Those have kind of gone by the wayside. They're fun. The first two are really fun.
Like most Tom Berenger movies.
Like most Tom Berenger movies, they've gone the way of the buffalo. Like, he's a fucking solid leading man. And it's cool too, because one thing I like about The Phantom, this is what I was realizing watching the movie today, right? Phantom's like this famous adventure serial from, I don't know, the 20s, the 30s. And I was like, oh man, it's so cool. Because we talk on this show about like, we love The Rocketeer, right? We love the Mask of Zorro, The Shadow,
very much.
Right? Yeah, these are all like the revivals of those serials, and I think that The Phantom is definitely in that list. It's like a crown jewel of that revival list. But I was thinking about this, dude. If you think about it, with what you know about Indiana Jones, The Phantom would probably consider Indiana Jones a villain.
Well, you know what? I was about to say, this movie basically takes that first part of Indiana Jones, and it's like the first characters you encounter in this movie are an amalgamation of all the indie characters.
Yes.
You have the Alfred Molina character, you have the Short Round character, and you basically have evil
Indiana Jones.
It's basically Indiana Jones if he believed in things don't belong in the museum, but in his pockets or in the pockets of huge, rich corporate guys like Drax, that piece of garbage. But it doesn't he feel like he even kind of sounds, he has the same outfit except it's sleeveless, but he's basically,
and he's even got a scar, just
Indiana
like
Jones,
Harrison Ford does, right?
And the stubble, and the hat.
Stubble, the hat. But here's the thing. I literally was thinking that, I was like, even if he's like, I just want the money. If Indiana Jones came to the jungle, Indiana Jones wants to come to the jungle and take the item, take the relic to put in a museum to preserve. But we see the Phantom.
Colonizer.
Yeah, dude, we see the Phantom, Kit Walker, saying, hey, I want to return it to its rightful place, which is not a fucking museum, because he even goes to a museum in the movie. And
he
he's like,
lives in the jungle.
In the jungle, but that's what I'm saying.
He's like a legit hero.
He goes to the museum and he's like, it doesn't fucking belong here. It belongs where you got it from, where you took it from. So I was thinking about that today. I was like, if there was like a crossover, and I think that's what the movie's trying to do. It's trying to tell you straight up, like, hey, this is not Indiana Jones. If Indiana Jones was in this movie, he would be a fucking bad guy.
Getting his ass kicked by the Phantom.
That's right. I just thought that was kind of interesting, kind of cool. Like, there's your barometer. Like, this guy's always on the side of right. He's always noble, always makes the right decision, right? And that even the heroes that we could compare, other jungle adventure heroes like Indiana Jones, this guy's so straight, he makes those guys look fucking crooked. You know what I mean?
Well, think about it. Like, one of the Indiana Jones movies is raiders. Like, those people are total raiders. They're there to grab treasure.
They're grave
and get
robbers.
The fuck out. Yeah.
Grave robbers of the Lost Ark.
The Phantom protects all these places.
That's right.
And
that's right.
He does a damn good job. Like you were saying, that museum scene is fantastic because they're like, well, we have to do it the procedural, and he's just shatters. He doesn't give a shit
because he's like, the museum is not a respected place. It's not a sacred place. The jungle is a sacred place. Fuck the museum, and he throws the fucking thing through the glass. That tells you what the Phantom thinks about museums. He don't fucking like them.
It's like, fuck museums.
Fuck the museums is what he says. I also want to say too.
That's actually that's a really cool thing though, because like you were saying, most of the adventure stuff we see is all about like getting the treasure. You have to get the treasure. The end goal is to get the treasure and bring as much of it back as you can. And
because we see our hero get the treasure and rescue it from villains or danger, we're like, oh, thank God he got the ark, or he got the relic to put into the safe place. But like, no, dude, that's actually also stealing.
Yeah,
he took it from a place.
And they're protected by the original people too because there's booby traps. So they obviously don't want you to take this shit out, you know? It's
Yes.
like the writing's on the wall. And your friend that stuck to the wall, Indy, you dumb
You
bastard.
dumb. You're totally right too about that is funny. I didn't even pick up on that like that kid is blatantly like a short round. You've got like the fucking Alfred Molina guy. They've even got the truck crossing
It's a
the
truck
rope
fight
bridge.
too.
It's fucking
Yeah.
awesome. That opening scene.
By the way,
So many good
were
action
you not
sequences in this.
impressed with that rope bridge scene?
I am super impressed by every action sequence in this movie. And I should
Because
say
it's
that
mostly physical effect.
it's all physical stuff, but here's what's cool about it. Mid 90s, if you think about it in your big summer movies, you usually get 3 big action set pieces. In this one, we get 5. I counted. Like, and it moves, dude. You have the jungle bit in the beginning with the rope bridge. You have him fighting the guys, or sorry, you have the rope bridge thing where he rescues the bit. Then you have the shit where he's got to get onto the plane to save her. You've got the shit in the museum.
Dude, the plane sequences were nuts.
Is amazing. You've got the fight at Kabai Sang's, and then there's one more. Oh yeah, there's the thing where he saves her in the jungle, right? Where he's on horseback, and they got to do that amazing bit with the plane where they got to lower themselves down while the horse is running underneath them to escape. That's fucking the physical effects are amazing, but the stunt work in this movie is fantastic, dude.
And it feels like, I don't know about you, but I think I saw probably it was like a 1080p copy. And usually prior to this, it was just DVD copies. So
Yeah.
usually when you upgrade it, even by that much, yeah, I know 1080p is starting to look like shit now. But when you see the effects, you don't get that weird layered compositing that you would get in 90s movies.
Yeah.
This one looks like, do you know for a fact if a lot of these were done for real? I mean, a lot of them, I know some of them were for sure, but
I don't know about for real. I do know, like, I know an optical when I see one, and there are a couple in this movie, but, like, there are
yeah.
2 giant explosions. I love the way the explosions look in this movie, by the way, because it's all, like, fireballs that shoot straight up. It's like
Yeah.
those classic, almost like those Indiana Jones explosions.
With
like,
the black smoke with orange
Yes.
in it, it's like, it's
real
gorgeous.
pyro. It looks so good. But when the plane hits, that's one that my eye gets tricked on. If there's, like, a fucking switch that happens for an optical, I don't catch it. When they escape the seaplane and it crashes into the side of the mountain,
Dude,
that
there's
looks
no
like it
cut.
happens in camera. Like 100%
Yeah, it looks
real.
great.
Now, the one in the beginning with the truck coming off the rope bridge, there you can see they fudged a little bit because the perspective gets a little funny, but I don't care. It looks so awesome. Who gives a shit, dude?
Yeah.
You know? Because the other
That's
thing
what
too,
these 90s movies got for sure.
oh, and you also have the eruption of the volcano at the end. They have that great shot where they're all kind of watching it from the submarine and you're seeing it kind of explode. There are some opticals there. But again, like, that's what I'm saying. All right, you could see the volcano optical. You could see the rope bridge optical. But the shit with the seaplane on the side of the mountain, dude, I honestly cannot find it. I can't find it.
Well,
I
that's
can't
why I
find
have
the
to,
switch.
that's what I'll say then. When it really counts, they definitely use physical effects, like the dropping onto the, just getting out of the airplane. And
Yeah.
the other thing too is like you see no one. There's probably, yeah, they had a way of doing it, but when you see that airplane in the wide shot and they're jumping off of it, and there's no one in the pilot seat,
Yes.
and then it hits that wall, you're like, holy shit, that is some impressive effects for a movie that's basically been panned by everyone, or at least most of the people I know.
Yeah, people were
This
really
is
mean
a
to this
solid
movie.
adventure movie for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not. What do you think is the reason why it wasn't successful though?
Oh, I don't know. I'll just tell you, I think one of the reasons might be, and it's one of the things that I love about the movie, is that it gets fucking weird. Like, okay, he talks to his dead dad, the ghost of the former Phantom, right? And we see it played in the movie where other people are seeing it as the Phantom talking to himself. So it's played for laughs, right?
Yeah.
Then we have the whole bit where he can clearly communicate with animals and the animals can communicate with each other. I was talking to you about Critters last week. Dude, there's a bit where Phantom's dog and his horse, like the dog runs to tell the horse that he's in danger. It's one of my
love that
favorite
talk,
moments.
by the way.
And I
It's
was
so
waiting,
good.
dude. I was waiting for subtitles to pop up to be like, hey, the Phantom is in trouble, rough, rough. And the horse to be like, oh shit. And then to take off. That doesn't happen, by the way. If you've never seen the movie, there's no fucking subtitles for the animals. That would be amazing. But wait, there's more. It also gets weird because then we're shown that the big fucking MacGuffin that they're chasing, right? The skulls of Tuganda. Those are no shit magical objects. Like, they shoot lasers out of their eyes, they float, they spin, they do all this crazy
vaporize
shit,
people.
vaporize people, and then they fucking double down on it. Because the Phantom wears a ring that shoots a laser out of it that can protect against the skulls of Tuganda. And that's what I'm saying, dude. All that weird... I fucking love lasers in movies. That shit is awesome. It's never not awesome.
Especially when they have to push with the laser physically.
You gotta have the fight, the force fight, with two lasers fighting each other, two different colored lasers. And you can keep track of which color is winning. I love that shit, dude.
By the way, you know what was cool about
But that's
that?
what I'm saying. Like, that stuff is weird, I think, for an audience that's like, oh, the Rocketeer. Like, we just had the Rocketeer. He's a guy that flies around with a jetpack. If there started to be like, if there was fucking voodoo and magic and shit and the Rocketeer, I think people would have been like, fuck this movie.
Oh, I see what I mean, yeah.
And I think when that
mystical.
happens in the Phantom, it starts very normal in the physical, real world. And once it starts getting supernatural, I want to say that's why people turned on it. Because they were like, this is too weird.
My theory is that it's a bit, even though it's PG, it is still dark to me. Like, if you're taking a kid to see it, I saw this when I was younger too, and I just remember like some of the scenes in there were very just. The one that always got me is the microscope with the blades.
Oh, God,
There's shit in here
dude.
that's like definitely not for kids. It's a bit disturbing, and the villain does some crazy shit.
Yes.
So
And we
there
should
are
say
the
the villain is played by Treat Williams,
in a
and
good
he
way.
is so
Yeah.
fucking good, dude. Xander Drax.
He's like one of the best villains, I think, because he's like calm and like charismatic, but also a horrible human being.
He's a horrible human being. I also love the way that Treat Williams plays him, where he gets like that bit where he's like, "Did you hear the great news? We're going to the Devil's Vortex." It's just kind of the way he like delivers the line. He's like really happy about. It's completely
Almost like
oblivious.
Phil Hartman.
Totally, he's like completely oblivious to everything that's going on. It's like he only cares about his shit. He's like excited about that, even after he like has killed numerous people, stabbed that guy in the eyes. That fucking microscope bit is like the bit that I remember from this movie. Is when
Same
he
here.
fucking
It's
gets
like
that
I
guy.
will never forget that bit.
Yeah, that's like
Like
an
I
all-time
did.
thing.
You know what's crazy? Speaking of forgetting things, when you're talking about the skulls, I had forgotten that he had the fourth skull. So to me, experiencing it again since I forgot, I was like, that is a cool reveal.
Oh, it's like
Because it's not just
a new reveal for you.
Yeah, because it's not just like a useless ring, you know? It's like there's a reason. He's not just wearing a cool skull ring, you know? It
Dude,
actually can control the other three. And
I'll
you don't even know.
I'll confess this. I told you this earlier, but I always forget fucking Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat is in this
Yeah.
movie. So when he shows up, and he even says some Shang Tsung shit when he says, "You pathetic fools," right? He says that same exact shit in this movie. I always laugh my
That's his
ass off. I had to
tagline.
text Mark right away. I was like, I always forget that fucking Shang Tsung is in this movie.
That guy's awesome, by the way. He's
Yes,
I
that
mean, you
actor
get
is
double
awesome. I want to
cool
call him
villains
out.
in this movie.
That guy's name is, I want to say his name is like Carrie.
He's also in one of my recs for today too, so
Man.
he popped up a lot this week for me. But he's in a ton of stuff. Like good shit.
That guy's name is, oh, come on. Here we go. I'm going to butcher this. Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa.
That's pretty good actually.
And
Nicely done, sir.
thank you. Thank you. And he's Shang Tsung, and he's also Kabai Sang of the Sang Brotherhood. That's what I'm
By
talking
the
about
way-
too. You get like pirates in the movie. They're clearly like kind of a little magical, right? You're not just fighting gangsters and nameless bad guys. Like now you've got pirates, you've got lasers, you've got skulls. Like this is all shit I think is
And they
awesome.
all look different too.
And they
Yeah.
all look different, but they definitely feel super comic booky. And yes, the Phantom is a fucking comic. It should feel comic booky. But that's why I want to say, like, I think audiences in 1996, normie audiences, were like, "This is too weird. I don't like it." You know what I mean?
I would, you know what the other thing I would say is like his outfit looks terrible and he just looks like a big purple dildo with spandex.
In
And I
daylight.
kind of wish they did a better job with his outfit. And I do like, by the way, I like that. I guess it turns out that she becomes his girlfriend in the end. I do like that she was like, I know exactly who you are. This mask.
Yeah,
and
that was
shit
great.
is
That
like-
was great.
That's such a, I love when people do that. By the way, speaking of names, I got a name connection for you. Outside of your favorite Joe Dante producing this, Dick Vane. Dude, Dick Vane produced this fucking movie. He's not Richard Vane. He's full on Dick Vane in this movie. So
That
something
explains the
happened
costume.
to that guy where later on they were like, dude,
You gotta
you gotta go
change
with
your
Richard
name.
Vane. You can't be Dick Vane. Isn't that crazy? Fucking Dick Vane produced this.
Well, I know our next theme month, Mark. It's gonna be all. There's not much going on in April. No. Um, you dropped a bomb about the costume. I'm going to defend the costume a little bit because I actually do think it looks cool. But I'm with you in the daylight. I don't think it photographs well in daylight. Like, there's that really awkward bit at the end when they have that conversation where she's like, I know who you are. Like, there's a really awkward wide shot where it's daylight. They're like, Christy Swanson's plane is ready to take her away. And he goes out to wait with her, and you can really see that he just, now it looks like a purple leotard. Like, it looks like one guy standing in a purple leotard. Versus the rest of the movie, when you shoot the Phantom in shadows, or he's fighting at night, or he's fighting a guy in a cave, to me it looks really cool. I like the weird, like, purple skin suit, the black mask. Like, I think it looks really fucking cool. But I did have that moment for the first time today, seeing him in daylight, where I was like, wow, that does not photograph great in the sun. Because also
the
too, there's
wrist bit looks a bit too much like it's made of wool, but the rest of the outfit is like technical fabric.
Yes.
And you're like, wait a minute, this is supposed to be like way back when. That doesn't make any sense.
And also,
that
did you notice too, I only
this.
noticed it like in the cab and again at the end in that shot where he's waiting with her for the plane. That like the muscle definition is drawn on the suit. I hate that. I do hate that. But I will go to bat and tell you, I think that is 20% of the movie. I think the other 80% of the movie, I think the suit looks cool. And he looks cool in it. I do. I really do think it looks cool. I will go to bat for the suit. How dare you besmirch the suit? I thought it looked cool. But that daylight was not forgiving. It was not forgiving at all.
By the way, but by the way, I'll put it this way: the rest of the movie is actually very good looking. It looks like it has a budget. Like the costume, some of the scenery look like old school postcards from traveling on boats and shit. Everyone's like dressed to the nines. They got their nice thick overcoats and stuff. So when you see that juxtaposed with the technical fabrics of the Phantom, he just kind of looks almost out of place almost. And his belt is too modern and it pinches his waist in, so he kind of never mind. Anyway.
Wow, Mark got real fashiony on us, dude. I wasn't going that far. I do like that bit where he recognizes evil Indiana Jones because he has the dad's belt. I like that bit. That's when he knows, that's
cool
the guy who killed
too.
my dad. Great fucking reveal.
Yeah.
I also like too that they don't waste time.
That he does die and just gets
and you have to have different Phantoms, right? It's like Black Panther. There was a lot of Black Panther that I kind of picked up on in this movie. Didn't you get that? Like even that, like, okay, there's always a Black Panther that protects the jungle, but we know that it's passed down from father to son, right? Same deal here with the Phantom. Correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't Black Panther also talk to animals? He has like a bond with animals and he can communicate with them. And I was like,
that's a good question.
I was like, Black Panther took a lot from this movie, I think. Except the costume.
Damn.
They were like, we need to have a cooler costume.
Actually, if you look at his is more like, of course, it's by today's standards, so it's a little more detailed. But it's essentially the same thing. It's almost like a spandex tight to the body.
Tight to the body,
Not
and he's got one
pouches or things.
He's got one natural element, which is like the necklace with the teeth or whatever that is. And the Phantom's the same way, right? He's got the tactical suit, but he's got one item, which is the ring or the belt, I guess, too, kind of counts.
What if it turns out that it is an exact parallel if you watch them both side by side?
The writers of Black Panther totally ripped off the Phantom. You know who we haven't talked about at all, Mark? Christy Swanson, who plays the main female lead in the movie. You know that her other big claim to fame, she was the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, that's right.
The show,
holy shit, I completely forgot about that.
That was her. So that was all she was known for. That, and I think, have you ever seen The Chase with Charlie Sheen? It was like a
That
car chase movie, big
I think
cast.
I wrecked that on this show.
I think you
It's
did.
a fun movie, yeah.
Yeah, she's in that too. That's who that is. So she didn't do too much during this time. I think she's actually great in this movie. You got a lot of familiar faces. Catherine Zeta-Jones is in this as a. I love this too. This is what I'm talking about. It's a cool comic
She's
booky
actually a
thing.
very cool character.
She's kind of a dynamic character because she's bad and then she's good, but she heads up a gang of all lady pilots. And they're very clear about that, where she's like, all my pilots are women. That's like a very cool comic book thing. Like, it's a gang of pilots. Oh, and by the way, they're all ladies. Like, again, I think that's why, like, in the mid-90s, people were like, this is too weird. Too much weird for me, man. I could totally see Siskel and Ebert being total bitches about this movie. Because you know what it is? I think back then, weird wasn't allowed in our blockbusters because weird came off as, like, funny or silly. And they wanted something like a little more serious and a little cooler. Whereas to me, and this could be me watching with 2025 eyes, but like, to me, weird and eccentric is what makes those movies awesome. It's why I keep coming back to them and why they feel still so fresh to me and so different. You know, like if this fucking world wasn't so goddamn unfair, okay? Instead of there being a fucking Ben Affleck Daredevil movie and an Elektra and all this crap. You know what we would have got in the mid 2000s? All these revival guys would have gotten a sequel or would have gotten, oh, we got an update for the Rocketeer, right? Oh, we went back and we got some cool shit with the Phantom. Oh, we got how about a non-silly, and I love the original, but how about a more serious Flash Gordon that treats it like a true sci-fi serial with shootouts and action, and we put a little money behind it, like. I think it would have been cool. I think that shit got cut off too soon.
Here's a question for you, though. Do you think the current Marvel universe is your universe that you wanted, but it actually turns out that that's a nightmare universe, and these are cooler because they are one-offs? So they're not trying to be
I
like,
see what
and
you
then
mean.
we'll have a sequel. So you get these more self-contained movies that are like, we're putting everything into this one because we don't even know if we'll get a sequel. So maybe this universe
Yeah.
is better, but it sounds cooler if it had more added to it because they're such fun movies. But maybe the end result of that is we just get oversaturated
We're
with
always
crap.
doomed to sequelize ourselves into bullshit, is what you're saying.
Well, look at Blade. If you look at the first Blade as an example, it's like the first Blade's dope. Yeah,
Fucking
the
great.
second one's fun, but there's diminishing returns on this stuff, I
Oh,
feel.
yeah. Yeah, for sure, dude. And that third one, I think, is abysmal. You're right, though. Maybe you're right, dude. Maybe, you don't want to, just because dessert is good doesn't mean you should have it for every meal, right? Because then it
Well, think
ceases
about
to
this
be
way.
good.
Like, we love watching The Shadow and we love watching The Phantom because they're like these self-contained movies that
Yep.
they're super entertaining. They're like, they were allowed to be weird and do crazy shit that I feels like most studios would be afraid to do. Like, just think of that pitch. It's like this guy, the Shadow. He's like, he's in this. I only heard about him from like those audio dramatizations, and then he's got a movie.
Yes.
That's a pretty ballsy thing to do, and it's
pretty
like a
fucking awesome.
super old property too. The same with the Phantom. It's like we're taking really old shit,
Yes.
and we're gonna make it its own movie. That's pretty
Yeah,
fucking
and I
cool.
think it all started. I think Indiana Jones is really the reason we got. I'll run it down. Dick Tracy, the Rocketeer, the Phantom, the Mask of Zorro, and I want to say there was one more, but now I'm forgetting. There's like another serial adventure movie that we got in the '90s that I am now that is now escaping me.
The Shadow?
The Shadow. Goddamn. Thank you, Jess. The Shadow, our producer in the booth. And there's one more, though. Because I wasn't thinking of The Shadow. There's one more.
Radio or comic?
No, I don't know. But it was just like a popular serial that they made into a movie.
Batman?
Mm.
I know that's
Smart ass! Batman. Aren't you talking about Batman? Well, I guess technically, yes.
Yeah, I guess Batman. Oh, wait, would you say Spawn?
No, Spawn's too new, too cool, too edgy. I think it's more like, hey, this was a serial we had in the 30s and 40s.
Oh,
and
30s and 40s.
We brought it back to. Could you imagine a Spawn serial in the 30s? People would have been fucking
hilarious.
mortified. They would have been terrified. They were running out of the movie house
There's a pedophile clown in this?
they're like, this guy was brought back to life by the devil himself, and now he's fighting clowns and monsters. These people were afraid of trains in movie theaters because they thought the fucking train was going to come through the screen. Did you watch a Spawn serial? They would fucking die, Mark. Spawn. You know what, though? To be fair to the producer in the booth, Batman did have serials in the 40s because he had those ridiculous fucking long-ass ears and he looked really silly. Have you ever seen those?
No, I think I may have seen some stills from them, but I don't know too much about like Batman's origins, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I'm going to show you. I'll just show you one thing because I think it looks fucking ridiculous. Let me share my screen. This is Batman from the 40s. Look at his fucking ears. Here you go.
The spread ones look terrible.
That's real. That's 100% real. So you can look up Batman 40s movie, and you will see what the Batman of old. It actually looks kind of like Tom Berenger, to be quite honest.
That looks
Tom
weird.
Berenger, is that
Wait,
you?
Who's that?
This is Robin.
Wait, which one? I don't remember these black. There were black and white ones?
Yeah, dude, from the 40s. This is how Batman
Wow.
started. It was like a serial.
I remember Superman had like an old.
That's what it is, dude. Because he's just got to rock the one suit, so he kind of looks cool no matter what. Batman, just like wig technology had to evolve, Mark. So did the fucking bat technology. Mark, do you have anything else you want to say about the Phantom?
You know what? When I was watching it, I had all these things I wanted to say, but now I just completely forgot.
It's just gone. Well, in playing with our Billy
But I just had like a
Zane-y-Uary
great
month,
time watching it, though, for sure.
to stay in line with Billy Zane-y-Uary, Mark, how many Zanes? What's a Zane-esque review for you? Well, how many Billy Zanes do you give this movie, Mark?
How many we're giving it out of, or should
Let's
we be?
say-
How many hair follicles do you want to give it?
I'm gonna say you can go up to 10 Zanes if you want. How many Zanes?
I'd
for the
say,
Phantom.
are we going to use this as a way to
Yeah,
ladder
we should have this as a metric. And
Okay,
think about
let's
this
see.
though, because he's also the metric. You have to consider his performance first and foremost, not just the movie. Billy Zane in the movie. How many Zanes?
You know what? I'm going to give this one. I'm going to go pretty high and give this one an 8 because
Yeah.
I feel as though most Billy Zane movies, he's not really featured a lot because he's either a villain or a side character, right?
Yeah.
So this one is very Billy Zane centric. So I'm gonna have to give it like it. By the way, the 10 is this only for Billy Zane films, right?
Only for
This
Billy
is
Zane
very-
films.
Okay. I'll give this a 10. Fuck it. I don't care. I love this movie that much.
I was gonna say, dude, if every Zane movie gets a 10 this month, that's fine because it's Billy Zane-y-Uary.
Yeah.
So I'm also gonna
That's
give it
the
10
way it
Zanes.
should be.
10 out of 10 Zanes for the Phantom. Go watch this fucking
No,
movie.
Here's the thing is it's like I feel as though it has a ton of rewatchability just because it is self-contained. It's not like
Yes.
this is not some Marvel franchise where you got to watch like 20 movies just to get an idea of what you're seeing.
Yes.
This one is like you can watch it beginning to end. You can watch with different groups of people. It's like it's open for everyone. It's like it's just a great entertaining movie.
It gives you you're absolutely right. It gives you all the hand-holding you need, and it does it in such an economical way. It's like, yep. It even says, I love that. The fucking title card says, for those who came in late. Like, basically,
yeah. By the way, that is
previously
such
on.
a cool.
It's such a
yeah.
cool way to phrase that, but it's basically a previously on. You learn all about the Phantom lore in about 2 minutes, and then you're
Isn't
in.
it stupid. When I first started the movie,
You were like, did I miss
because
something?
like I said, I had forgotten about that. I was like, oh shit, I'm watching the wrong movie.
Oh man, it's just the
Because
Phantom 2.
it starts off with like fucking swashbuckling on a pirate ship,
yes.
and then like
And for
previously
those who
on,
came
and
in
it's
late,
sort of like because it's the only movie. I was like, ah shit,
Mark.
did I get like that weird?
Were you sitting at your
2000s
house eating ice cream and you were like, I did come in late. Did I miss something? Did I miss a whole bunch of... Did I miss an hour of this movie?
I'm coming back with just like I've only been to the kitchen for like 5 minutes
Yeah,
to get
you
snacks,
just
and I
left.
walk back.
I love that you wouldn't have paused the
I gotta
movie.
rewind the whole fucking
Like a
movie.
savage, you pressed play, walked away to get snacks, and came back. Like you thought it was gonna have this big extended title sequence, like it's a goddamn Woody Allen movie that takes 10 minutes to be like, production design, locations,
Yeah, like every studio,
every
presented
fucking
by-
department. Every department gets a... Yeah, you thought it was an indie movie from another country that has 89 production shingles in front of it.
And then it also has to have the country's film division, you
Yep.
know, where it's like, and the Irish Film Board.
They're like, Irish Film Lottery Award winners present.
It's always
It's
the
always the lottery. We should ask the
Holy shit,
the
that's
Love
a
of
great
Cinema
one.
will fucking totally know what that is. That's those movies. Every Love of Cinema movie
Dude,
has
by the
one
way,
lottery.
kudos to you for remembering that.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Because
You
I
know
just
why,
remembered
dude?
the Irish
Because
part.
I just watched Flow, and that had like a bunch of
Oh.
those. Like different lotteries and different fucking countries and different production. I was like, how many fucking logos am I gonna have to sit through to get to this goddamn movie? Shout out
That's
to
when
our buddy.
that's when you should be like super impressed with indie filmmakers because you need so much fucking money. There's like all these partnerships that have to
that you
appear at
have
the
to
beginning.
sell a sliver, every sliver of your movie to 89 different companies you can get the movie made. Okay. I am also going to give it 10 out of 10 Zanes. I think The Phantom is a spectacular movie, a fan with a PH-tastic movie. Great adventure. I think this is Simon Winsor's best movie by a mile. I want to say it's the best Billy Zane movie, but I'd be lying, Mark, because I think we're going to be talking about the best Billy Zane movie still to come. Still to come, my friend. Lots more on Billy Zane-uary. Stay tuned. What movie will we bring into the Zane-averse next week?
And tell us some of your favorite Billy Zane movies.
Thank you. Yeah, please tell us some of your favorite Billy Zane movies. Although, funny enough, speaking of Love of Cinema, shout out to our buddy Dave the Aussie from Love of Cinema. He commented, dead calm. And I said, Dave, stay tuned, brother, because you might just get your wish. You might
Oh, I thought you were
just
going to do
get-
some bald tie-in.
No, but I did think it was funny that Dave... Well, now we could say that we were going to have Dave on, but we thought it would be mean because he's bald and we were talking about a bald actor. We didn't want Dave to be like, hey, fuck you guys. We'll have Dave on next month.
Some all bald movie.
It's accidentally another bald movie. It's Space Jam. It's Space Jam
it's
1.
Baldos.
They're like, hey, Michael Jordan's bald. What the fuck? No, listen, we are going to have Dave on for a movie with lots of hair, okay?
Dude,
Lots.
what's up, Love of Cinema? You guys vanished on us.
Love of Cinema, come on. We love
Get
you
back
guys.
on the show.
You know what's
Especially
hilarious?
if there's bald movies.
Love of Cinema is doing the most Love of Cinema thing ever this week. They're talking about the Seventh Seal. Is that not the most Love of Cinema thing you've ever heard? We love you guys. Love of Cinema.
It's this
Go check 'em
plague
out.
allegory. It's super fun.
We're check 'em
Our
out.
dumbass is like, hey, the Phantom, he's got this fucking
Yeah,
ring
we're doing a
and
whole
shoot
Billy.
people."
We got nowhere to fucking go to. We're talking about Billy Zane. We're doing a whole goddamn month of Billy Zane. They're over there actually talking about real films.
Like real movies that
Yeah,
actually
they're
matter.
having like
part of
New
like
York
film
Times
history courses.
discussions about fucking the Seventh Seal and Ingmar Bergman, and Mark and I are over here talking about Patrick Swayze's hair and the hair on Billy Zane's knuckles that you can see right behind me, ladies and gentlemen.
But these are the real conversations that no one's having.
That's right.
Everybody's talking about Seventh
That's
Seal.
because it's a conspiracy, Mark. They want to try not to have people talking about it, but we're fucking talking about it because that's this show.
Yeah.
We'll go there.
What if we both die in plane crashes?
Oh
and we can't
God,
complete
no!
this?
I love that you think they would spend that amount of money. Mark, it's gonna be something dumb like they put something in your soup and then you eat a soup and the next time you eat a soup you die.
You eat a soup.
You eat one soup. Mark's like, oh! Mark heats up one soup and then sees the title for those who came in late. He's like, oh no, I came in late. He drops his one soup and has to go remake it. Hey Mark, you want to do Rex?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna wreck it, wreck it, wreck it, wreck it.
All right, now this song's too fucking long now.
Wreck it, wreck it, wreck it.
Well, I go on facts, not recommendations, but thank you.
Billy Zane. I wasn't gonna play the other bite because it's too low. Okay, I'm sorry. It's too goddamn low.
friend, Billy Zane.
Listen to your friend Billy Zane. He's a really cool guy. It's Get Wrecked. It's the portion of the show where Mark and I talk about films or TV that we've been watching that we want to recommend to you people. Mark, I know you have a few things you want to talk about this week. How many things you got?
I got 5.
I got 4. Let's go back and forth then. You want to kick us off since you've got an extra?
Okay, yeah, let me do that.
And I know that we've got some crossover, so maybe don't.
Okay.
Well, up to you when you want to talk about those.
Crossover stuff. Do you want the things that we probably will? I know we'll probably wreck 2
Yeah.
that we can both talk about. Should I save those for the end?
Yeah, let's save those for the end.
Okay, I will put things at the front that I know you've definitely not watched because they're Asian.
Yes.
So my first one is going to be this crazy balls to the wall action movie. Well, not balls to the wall, because I'll be honest with everybody. Toward the end, it kind of gets a bit draggy, but don't worry, people get slaughtered. So your patience will be paid off. It's called Villainous. It's a Korean film from 2017. You can watch this on Amazon Prime. It starts off with this first-person perspective action scene, and she's just killing everybody in this building, and it looks insane.
Well,
If you start this movie, you'll want to finish it because the first part is so explosive and crazy.
is it set in modern day or is it like a?
Yeah, this is the modern day one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
these
Because I
are
remember
the-
you
the
were talking
movies
about
I've
an
seen
action
are
movie
quite
last week
contemporary.
that was like set in the 80s.
Yeah, this one is
okay,
not.
yeah.
This one is just like I don't
Modern
even
day
think
shit.
they really address the time period, but yeah, it's
Gotcha, okay.
fucking awesome. It's really well done. It does have its budget moments, and like I said, that some of the story kind of drags toward the end part, but it's filled with enough action. If you're a big fan of action sequences, you'll thoroughly enjoy this, especially if it's people getting stabbed, shot, and beaten to death.
Damn. All right. Villainous. Watch that shit. All right. I'll do one that I know you have not seen. Mark, I finally watched another nerdy documentary. Haven't watched a nerdy documentary in a
Oh
while.
wow, it's been a while.
It's been a while. As you people know, I love nerdy documentaries. I also compiled a list of every nerdy documentary I've watched on Letterboxd. So if you want to go check out my Letterboxd, you can find a list of nerdy documentaries, and we've pretty much talked about every single one on this show. And I'm adding one to that list tonight, and it's called Ladies and Gentlemen, 50 Years of SNL Music. I don't love modern SNL. Everybody loves like the SNL that was popular when they were younger. So for me, like 90s SNL is the shit. But I like 70s SNL as well. Anyway, I just love live TV and I love learning about SNL, even though I kind of don't like it. That's weird to say. I like seeing the nuts and bolts of a live TV show and kind of how crazy it is. And that's why I was so excited to watch that Saturday Night movie, because it's all about Saturday Night Live. And I just thought that was so shitty. I just thought it was such a miss.
Oh, it was bad?
I thought it was pretty bad, yeah. That's one I
was
not.
actually looking forward to that.
That's one I do not recommend because I think it completely misses the point. This is what I wanted from that. This documentary, ladies and gentlemen, 50 Years of SNL Music, this will show you the true insanity of live TV and gives you great behind the scenes stories because they've had 50 years of shows and sketches and shit. But the musical acts on the show have been fucking nuts over the show's lifetime. And like the different controversies, like who showed up totally drugged out, great rock and roll stories. Fucking they really doubled down and they got footage that has never been seen before, like camera footage, behind the scenes shit that they had to cut to make air, like crazy shit with Kanye West, just ridiculous fucking crazy stuff.
Oh, really?
I loved it. It's on Peacock right now. You can catch it. And it's got, dude, you should watch this open, even if you're not interested in SNL or music or whatever. They do something crazy. They basically make a visual mashup of almost every song performed, and they play it out during the first 10 minutes of this. So the first 10 minutes of this documentary is a full music video that like takes you through the eras.
Whoa.
And somehow they make all the songs line up and mesh into one another with video so that you're like, oh
That's cool.
shit. It's a really cool bit. Like, it got my attention right away. And I think just that bit alone, it does start to run a little long, but just that bit alone, I think is like worth a watch. So really
We do
very
love
cool.
long music bits.
I love long music bits, but um, I have also found out there is another one that is strictly about the show, not the music, which I think is called Beyond Saturday Night Live, because they're all doing this shit. It's the 50th anniversary of Saturday Night Live this year, so that's why they're doing all this shit. And
Hey, at least they're doing it right. You know?
They're doing it right, though. I'm probably going to wind up watching that, so you may hear me talk about that on a future Billy Zane-y episode. Mark, what's next for you, buddy?
The next one I have is kind of I would say it's sort of like the Chinese version of Seven, I suppose. And this
Oh.
one I'll have to rec by year. There's a couple Limbos, and some of them are also black and white. This was Limbo from 2021. This is directed by the same guy that did that Twilight Warriors movie I recommended.
Mm.
It's all black and white. Dude, this movie makes China look epic, and it also makes you. It's okay. You have to think of the one thing I like about seeing foreign films is you also get like an idea of what that country's like, and then it also kind of bonds people together because like everybody's kind of going through the same shit. This one makes you think though, like our society compared to Chinese society, right? If you're looking for a murderer, we have like what 330 million people in the US or something. China's got like 1.4 billion. And when you're seeing this investigation and the scope of what these detectives have to go through and these sprawling cities of skyscrapers that look like canyons, and this guy has to track down this killer, it's fucking insane. It makes these cities in China look like these massive mazes. There's people everywhere, and then you have to like find this one guy. And I guess the brilliant way they do it is this guy just happens to be someone who's an outsider from China, so they're able to. You'll see if you watch this movie. I get the feeling like nobody watches these Chinese movie recs I give, but it's one of the best
Mark,
looking
you don't
movies
know
I've ever
that.
seen.
You don't know that.
They-
There may be sections of
Oh,
our
no,
audience that
trust
get
me,
down with
nobody
these recs.
watches this shit. But anyway, there's like the women. If for women in this country, you'll probably be shocked at the way the women are treated in this movie because it's equivalent and if not worse than some of the movies, the American movies from the 1940s, where they're like slapping women and shit. This guy's chasing this woman down in a truck to get her, and I don't know. You have to see it. That this movie's nuts. But there are certain cultural differences that you should be aware of. And anyway, it's still a good movie. There's a lot of disturbing things that happen in this. So if you're not into things that will disturb you, avoid this movie. But if you like kind of weird, strange detective stories that are very dark, and if you love black and white photography, this movie is phenomenal. It's so goddamn good. I really loved it.
And there you go. And what's the title one more time? What is it?
Limbo.
Limbo.
There's
Okay.
also an Australian movie called Limbo that is in black and white, and it is a detective movie, but that's from 2023. So
there you
I'm
go.
probably going to watch that, and I'll do a Limbo.
Limbo on Limbo.
Yeah,
Limbo on Limbo,
but
baby.
if you watch the trailer for this, the cinematography is amazing. It's so fucking good.
Yeah, I'll at least watch the trailer.
Yeah, that's what when I wreck stuff, people just watch the trailer.
They watch the trailer and they're like, I don't know, I'll probably just watch Mystery Men again. Uh, next for me, Mark, I finally watched. This has been a blind spot. Speaking of Joe Dante, one of my favorite people ever, this has been a Joe Dante blind spot for me for years. I finally watched Looney Tunes Back in Action, and I watched the whole thing.
Wait, that was a Joe Dante movie?
Joe Dante. It's like the last big major Hollywood movie that guy made.
Wow.
And it's awesome. I think the first time I tried to watch it, I was not in the headspace for what he was trying to do, because it's basically like, it's like, again, what he did with Gremlins 2, where he like, everybody thought he was going to make one kind of movie. Here they're like, oh, he's going to make a family movie with the Looney Tunes. And he was like, no, fuck that. I'm making Gremlins 2 again. And he was like, I'm going to make a super meta live action cartoon for nerds that's disguised as a kids movie, but it's actually for like old nerds. Like, hey, how many 50s and 60s sci-fi references can I squeeze into one scene? That happens in this movie. Hey, let's do a really meta bit about product placement, which is fucking hilarious, by the way. There's a Walmart that appears out of nowhere in the middle of the desert. It's fucking great. Big Walmart By the way, product placement this week on our show. There's an homage. They do a full homage to Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. This isn't a kids movie, by the way. This isn't a fucking 4-quad studio kids movie with Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. He's doing like the most Joe Dante shit ever. Like, I think you can clearly tell that he was like, they're never gonna let me make another movie after this, so I better do all the fucking crazy Joe Dante shit I want to do. I better do it right now. It's great, dude. It's Brendan Fraser, like, still in his Mummy heyday.
Oh shit, that's
He's
right.
super funny. He's like, he himself is a physical, like a live action cartoon, like the way this guy does slapstick, like his physical acting. Like, I've never seen a person convincingly do like a I'm scared shiver, and that fucking guy does it, and it's really funny. He plays a stuntman. The whole thing is like super fourth wall, super industry. It's like, it's about a stuntman who kind of gets roped into a Looney Tunes adventure once the Looney Tunes are kind of in upheaval because of the Warner Brothers studio system. They fire Daffy Duck, so Daffy Duck gets embroiled in this whole thing, and he teams up with Brendan Fraser, and it's fucking crazy. And they wind up stumbling through, kind of like the end of Pee-wee's Big Adventure. It's like, we go through the studio, we're running through different movies. Oh, now we got to find a lab. Now we got to go to Las Vegas, because why not? So, and it's loaded with tons of celebrity cameos. Steve Martin is the bad guy. He plays the head of Acme Corporation.
Holy shit, this sounds amazing, by the way.
It's so fucking fun, and the whole time I was watching it, I wanted to send you clips, and I was like, I'm not going to do that, because I was like, I'm going to wreck it to Mark, because I know he's going to want to watch it, because I also know that you love, like, live-action, silly cartoon movies like Cat in the Hat, Grinch. You will love this, dude. You will love this.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I think
Who
you
Framed
and I
Roger
cut
Rabbit?
class to watch that shit.
We definitely did. And dude, and you want to talk about wig technology improving. The Roger Rabbit technology, that was 88. Looney Tunes Back in Action 2003 or 4. It looks so good, man. What they're able to physically achieve, like with realistic props moving in reaction to an animated character on screen, no CG bullshit. It looks great. It's really fun.
It also feels like back in the day they did such a better job at meshing those two worlds.
Yeah.
Like some of it even feels like, they're cartoon characters. Like that interaction was so fucking believable.
Oh, fuck yeah. Also, I will say this. This is one of those out-of-print movies, physical media people. So if you try to order a copy of it, you're going to pay through the fucking nose. So here's my advice. Either do what Mark's going to do, which is sail the seven seas, or go to Tubi.
I would never do that.
Or go to Tubi and watch it for free right now. You will get some ad breaks, but the copy they have looks great.
Tubi kills it, man.
Tubi, man. They're really doing it. They're doing it. I loved it. I had a great time. I think you will too. And it's available now. Mark, what's next for you, buddy? You want to start getting into some crossover shit, or you got one more thing?
I have one more thing.
Do it up. Do it.
You know what? Since you have, maybe I'll. Actually, you know what? Fuck it, I'll do it. I watched The Transporter. It was super fun. There is a Chinese connection because there was a Chinese actor in that, and I'll be honest, she just screams at the transporter the whole time and can get pretty annoying.
That lady. Yes, I know who you're talking about.
Outside of that, it's like what was her name? I mean, whatever. But that movie it's super fun. It's super stupid, and it's a lot dumber than I thought. But I think when I originally wanted to watch the Transporter movies, maybe I wanted to watch the second one because it's a little more ridiculous than this one. This one feels he's driving a BMW in this one, and I think he upgrades to an Audi in the later movies, and I think that's when it really kicks off. But this one has that action sequence where they dump themselves into motor oil, and it's super fun.
Super wet.
Jason Statham
sweaty.
Is awesome. That guy can fight, and he's surprisingly flexible. He does this crazy thing where he does a split kick in midair, and then he has one leg up, and he does like this multi-kick back and forth to different sections of the body, and you're like, this guy's balanced, and like, I would never want to fuck with Jason Statham. That guy is a legit killer. But it's a fun movie. It feels a lot more low budget than I remember, but it's still enjoyable, and it's highly entertaining.
That actress's name is Shu Qi.
Yeah, that was it.
Shu Qi is the actress from The Transporter. She's also a supermodel. There you go. A little trivia about Shu Qi.
By the way, that's what I feel the Transporter series is. It's like every woman that appears in that movie is a supermodel. Like I think
Yes.
in the second one, there's that super tall, skinny lady with blonde hair that has machine guns or something.
Yes.
It's a
She's like a
very
model. She's
French
like a
thing to do.
supermodel killer. Yeah. It's like total Luc
That's
Besson shit.
yeah, it's like every French movie. It's just like, and then there's a super
Yeah.
tall lady that kills everyone.
She is supermodel, but she has M16.
Yeah.
You're like,
It's like,
okay,
how
buddy.
is she a hitman? She's the most obvious person in the room.
Right. Why does she have to have such a large gun? Shouldn't she have a smaller gun to be more stealthy? No, no, no.
By the way, that's what I love about the French action movies. They're just like crazy. And they
Yeah,
don't
they're
really,
fun.
it doesn't, they're basically like comic book movies.
Yeah, they're fun. They're fun. I like those first the first two transporters are fun. That third one sucks.
The third one stinks, and then
Bad.
when they try to do it with
They
the
give
new
a new
guy,
guy.
that one's even worse.
That's no good. That's no good. Um all right, so since it's my turn, I think I'll bring up maybe something the two of us have seen. Mark, we finally watched Den of Thieves 2 Pantera. And I loved it.
Yeah, that movie's the shit, dude. I could not. It. I think it has the same feel as the other Den of Thieves, where it's just like it's basically a European American movie, which is
Yes.
fucking dope.
Yeah.
Did you like the fact that Ice Cube's what's his kid's name?
O'Shea
Dude,
Jackson.
they keep giving O'Shea Jackson like accents, and
I
it's, by the
figured
way,
out why.
It's completely not necessary.
It's
though,
not
because
necessary.
it makes him feel more obvious that these people would be like, "You're not fucking French."
Well, I figured out why they keep doing this. He's terrible at doing accents. Is my main complaint about the first movie. And the fact that they end with that just pisses me off so bad. Here in this movie, he's doing like a fake French, like North African kind of guy accent. I think they give him the accent business because Gerard Butler handles all of the Gerard Butler action tough guy stuff, and that's the whole thing he gets to do. So once you do that, O'Shea Jackson doesn't have much to do from an actorly standpoint. So I think as like a favor to him, they're like, "Hey man, do you want to do an accent?" And he does it poorly.
This will. O'Shea Jackson seems to have. He doesn't seem to move much in this movie in comparison to the other movies.
Okay, I thank you for bringing that up because I now want to bring something up about the movie. It's a fucking awesome movie. I'll say one positive thing, and then I want to say the thing I really want to talk about. I like that the first movie is like a legit. It's Heat. It's a crime saga.
Yeah.
And it has really realistic shootouts. It's a great movie. Nobody expected it to be good, and it's like a secret good movie. I think they struck gold again this time, but for totally different reasons, because they did not repeat the same shit. So kudos to them, because it's
thank
a
God.
European artsy heist movie, which I never would have guessed that's the direction they were going to go, and it's awesome.
Luxury heists are pretty fun.
The heist is amazing, but there's one bit that I had to fucking laugh at because I was like, there's a bit where they have to use this like giant pole with a hook on the end to climb up across to a ledge.
Between the buildings.
Dude, every fucking member of this thief team is either overweight or like a gigantic bodybuilder. So you have Gerard Butler who he's got to be like 280 pounds of muscle. There's no fucking way that pole would hold him. Like, I'm sorry, I can fucking suspend belief, right? Suspend disbelief. But that I had to laugh at. And then you have O'Shea Jackson who somehow from the last movie to this movie got super fat. He's like even fatter than he was before. And there's no fucking way that guy is climbing this fucking pole, like inching his way across. I had to laugh at that. But the heist
It's
itself
a slick pole too.
is really well done. Like they do this whole thing with timing and zones, and it's like very intense. And they keep like every bit is
Dude,
timed.
I loved that
It was
stuff.
so good. The way that they play with the security cameras and the fact that each zone is timed, so it really, and you're
They have,
constantly
like,
aware of the time
10
running out.
seconds to move.
It's like a video game because they have the fucking character who's watching them on the cameras, and it's like you have 10 seconds to get out of this, and you're like, oh shit, there's 3 of them in an elevator shaft. One guy's super fat. One guy is like a bodybuilder, and the other guy just sucks. How are they gonna get up to the next floor and before the fucking camera turns on? It's so good though. Like I gotta tell you, I think the movie is definitely mismarketed because like they're trying to sell you again on like, another cool shootout movie. There's only one shootout in the movie. It's great.
Yeah.
It's really great.
It kind of made it seem as though it was a car chase movie.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
not. It's not. But I didn't care. It's a good movie. It's a character movie. It's a quieter movie. But I really
but it
liked it a
also,
lot.
to me, it made sense for the characters. It's like, when you ever see a movie where it's like, we got off with this massive heist, let's do an
Yes.
even bigger, more bombastic. This one was cool because it's like, okay, this guy that the only real guy that was capable of finding you is joining your team, and I was like, that is fucking dope to have that
Yes.
as,
Yes.
and
And
it,
they
and it
play with that
closes the
so
first
well
one
too.
really.
That bit of like, is he good or is he bad? Is he good or is he bad?
Dude, it kept throwing me off throughout. I
Yes.
thought it was amazing.
So
Just the
cool.
way that director's really good at playing with your if he knows how to make it so you can't really guess what's going to happen
Yes.
next.
You don't have
And
it. Just when you think you have someone like dialed in, like, oh, I totally know what this guy's deal is, this director will fucking pull the rug out from under you. And you're like, oh shit, this guy, fuck, he fucked everybody over. Yeah, it's really fucking good, dude. And I also rewatched the first Den of Thieves to get ready for this one, so it was kind of like watching it as a big TV show because we watched the first one night and the next night we watched Pantera. I highly
and
recommend
he does
doing
mention Merriman too, so you kind of
Yes.
need a little bit of the backstory.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you could just watch it as is. That's what's cool about this movie, and I think you kind of said it as well. It's sort of like, even on its own, you can watch it. The cool thing is because it
Yeah.
is such a self-contained and a totally different heist type of movie, you can watch this on its own and you'll be fine. So the guy basically made two great movies that could be watched separately, but the characters carry over. So it's actually it's a brilliant way to do a
It's kind of
sequel,
brilliant.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Hats off to this guy, Christian Gudegast, I think is his name. Good job, dude.
Yeah, he's fucking dope.
You did a real Gudegast job, Gudegast. Hey, Mark, what's next for you?
I think this is a movie that Matt recommended to me halfway through the week, and I was kind of looking for a comedy. So
Yes.
we both watched You Are Cordially Invited, and it was actually, I'll be honest, when I watched it on Amazon Prime and it had a 2.5 star rating at the time. Don't believe that. This movie's like super fucking funny,
Yes.
and it addresses people's senses of humor from multiple age groups. So I think it's pretty inclusive in that. So you can
and it does
find,
it really
something
well.
funny throughout.
Like it's never
Yeah, it doesn't
poking
really-
fun. It's just
Yeah,
always like
it's not.
It
It's
like
not
manages to
insulting,
make
right?
everybody funny and make everything
Yeah.
kind of work, which is the crazy part. Because at first I was
And
like,
you're kind
oh,
of empathetic to those people too and what
Yes,
they say. So
totally.
it's kind of it's like they're not being cruel in the humor. It's
Yes.
done with understanding, but it's also in a good way, so it's still funny.
I want to say this too. It's a terrible title. I hate that fucking title.
Yeah.
Because it's a terrible title, but it's a secretly great movie. I'm not a romantic comedy guy. I'm just not. It's just there's like very few rom-coms I actually like, and I think what I'm about to say, if you're like me, I think will probably get you on board to watch this movie. Is it looks like a rom-com. If you look at the title, the trailer, it's gonna feel like a rom-com, and that's actually why I put it on at first because I was like, oh, Jess wanted to watch something. I was like, she likes rom-coms. I'll put this on, and I'm so fucking relieved it's not that because it's just a straight up comedy. This is like a fucking family it's like a family dysfunction comedy that just happens to take place in essentially what would be like the plot of a romantic comedy. Like, oh, it's awkward. 2 weddings booked at the same venue. Like, listen, I don't care about wedding shit either, but it's really fucking funny, dude. There's like real laugh out loud moments. Like, I don't want to even give any of the gags away, but there's some shit that they pay off that is so fucking ridiculous. I laughed a lot. Like I genuinely laughed. I thought it was funny. It felt a lot. It feels closer to like the kind of Step Brothers Will Ferrell from like
Yes.
the mid 2000s, where it's like super foul mouthed. It's really fast.
That's what I wanted to say, actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't think this is like a softball comedy. It actually,
No.
there's swearing in it in
There's
a good
some
way.
hard jokes in
And
this.
Yeah, and also
Yeah.
the other thing too is when I first started watching it, I didn't realize that they would do some slapstick and sight gag stuff, and
Oh,
they
it's
do
so good.
rely on that heavily. So I totally agree with you, Matt. I bet if I were to see a trailer with this, and if you didn't recommend it, I probably would have just passed
Would have just skipped.
instantly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
But it's
dude.
definitely it's a lot more, and it does feel more like one of those more irreverent throwback comedies than something present day, which is
Yes.
I think it's for its better. And Will Ferrell's awesome in it too. And it's just the way he reacts to certain scenes. I don't know. He's just naturally funny, and I'm guessing a lot of it may be ad lib too, but his response to things are fucking
It's
genius.
fucking great. And it's just really well done, man. Like, and some of the side actors too, like the members of the family, some of them are really fucking funny. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like it's got that random kind of Step Brothers feel. It's raunchy,
Yeah.
it's weird, it's fast paced. I was really pleasantly surprised with it too. I'm glad you liked it. I knew you would, because I was just like, you're always looking for new comedy, Rex. And the minute I saw this, I was like, hey, look, it's a good new comedy. I literally finished the movie and I texted you. I was like, Mark
Thank you,
has to
by the
watch
way.
this
That
movie.
was a solid recommendation,
Yeah,
actually.
I'm glad you liked it.
I was laughing a lot more than I thought I would.
Yeah,
And also,
same.
I'll even say this, for a comedy, it's very well made. Like even I'm a big fan of like title sequences and blending things. The music choices were great for how they presented the text on screen and the little animations. It's a
Oh yeah.
very, I actually think, to me, the title does work in the way that they present it in the movie, because artistically it kind of blends in with this
Oh,
kind of
oh
like
yeah.
hoity-toity, like,
It makes it feel like an
island.
invitation.
Yeah.
I get it, and I totally agree with you. I just copy wise, I just hate it. I think it's clunky. If I say it to someone, I'm like, "Hey, you should watch." I haven't even been calling the movie by its title. I'm like, "Hey, there's a new Will Ferrell movie that's on Amazon. Just go watch that."
By the way, I totally get your point, because if you're not gonna follow through with watching the movie, it's almost like it's a bait and switch, because you're
Yes,
expecting one thing, but I think because we're aware of what's gonna happen to, so it's kind of like it feels natural to the movie, and it's great. But I can see someone just scraping over this, passing on it, because they'll get the wrong idea.
100%, dude. Yeah. And it's just really fucking funny. At the end of the day, it's
Yeah.
just it's just really funny. If you want something easy breezy to watch, I feel like it goes quickly. That's like the sign of a good comedy. It doesn't feel like it drags at all. I think you could do a damn sight worse than You're Cordially Invited. It's like a really
Yeah.
good movie.
You know what the crazy thing is? I haven't seen a Reese Witherspoon movie in forever,
Dude,
right? This
same.
is just
Yeah.
me personally. And when I saw her back on screen, it's almost like time didn't change. And I was just watching, it's like, oh, it's another movie she did next year.
Yeah, she looks great. She has not aged at all. She looks exactly
And
the
she's
same.
just, her performance is awesome. And
Yeah.
she's still got it. Like I said, I haven't seen anything of hers in such a long time. It was really
Yeah.
cool to see her back on screen.
Yeah, and she does a good job. It's not easy to be like paired up with Will Ferrell, who's no doubt like a master improviser. Like she fucking does a good job. She holds her own. She has a lot of really good gags in it too. I think because her
And
character is just so
you
funny.
I feel, and the other thing too is, like, this will be my last point because I don't want to spoil it, but they have really good chemistry together. I won't say how
Yes.
it ends, but their chemistry together is very believable, and it doesn't feel like they were like forced together. It's really cool.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. Oh, I'm glad you liked it, man. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Thank you, dude.
Yeah,
I
man.
needed that too. I needed
Uh,
a nice comedy.
do you have any other recs?
I don't think so. No,
All
that's it.
right.
Just those five.
Dude, all right. If you're still with us, if you've made it this far, I'm going to reveal now what the movie is for next week. See, we don't give this shit away. We don't even tease it at the top because motherfuckers will just fast forward, hit and run, and go. Fuck that. This is for the true people who hang out till the end of the fucking podcast. You are the real ones. You're the people we give the
You are the
information
true
to.
heroes.
You're the people who know about the hair conspiracy and Dirty Dancing. You people are in it with us. The movie next week, we will see a bald Billy Zane. And it's going to be Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight.
Oh shit, that'll be great. I have never seen this movie, so
Well,
I'm looking forward to
I
it.
think it's obvious, but I've seen the movie a number of times and I kind of love it. So I'll be excited to see what Mark
Dude,
thinks.
that would be great if you hated it.
It's probably my personal favorite Billy Zane movie. So I'm
Well,
excited
I'm
to
gonna
talk to you
predict
about it.
A 10 out of 10.
It's an automatic 10 Zanes for me, dude. 10 out of 10 Zane. In Zane in the membrane is how I would classify it.
Oh shit, that would have been a better one.
All right. Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. We're out of here. Peace.
Peace.